to platforms. Hello, Tamara Liman. How are you? Hey, Ruth. Hello, my beauties. Okay, I am live. Hi, Facebook. I'm so excited. Hi, Mommy and Me PT, my Anastasia. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day outside. I'm telling you, I wanted to go live from my backyard. That's what I wanted to do today. What a week. What a week. Did you guys see what I was doing? Wow, what a week. It was so incredible. Hi, guys. Hi, my beauties. Okay, so today is a huge catch-up day from last week. And of course, we're going to be talking about something that I never really spoke about, but I guess this is like a hot topic right now. The difference between natural and neutral makeup. Do you guys know what this is? Hey, Mini Mode. And I'm going to be showing you and demonstrating to you what it looks like. Can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Oh, yeah, you're coming. Yeah, that's amazing. Yes, I'm going to be there. If anyone else wants to join, we're having a beautiful networking event with amazing women in business and just working, just networking, just saying hello. So this coming Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to be there only Wednesday because the Thursday was added later and I already had another obligation to go to. I have another event to go to. It's such a busy day. On the 11th, it's crazy. My son in the morning has his Mother's Day show, so of course I'm going to be there. Hey, Mayor, long time no see, love. And then I have to be at Luxpack show, which is a huge luxurious packaging show in Manhattan. And then I have at 6:30, I have a dinner in the school dinner for my children that I'm going with my husband. It's like everything is in the same day. And then there's another event in the evening. So I'm just, hey, Larissa. So it's just so many things happening on the 11th. So unfortunately, I will make it there. But on Wednesday, I'm going to be there all day. Regina, are you staying for the show at night? Let me know. So if you guys want, I'm gonna again link it up later on, and you guys can join us, and I'm gonna be there. Already so many people are coming, so I'm so excited to see you all. So let's talk about last week for a second. If you guys have been following me, I had a giant event, but when I say giant, I mean like Javits Center, Jacob Javits Center. It's a huge place where like all these major events are happening. The car show is happening there, the jewelry show, all kinds of shows are happening there. So this time it was a suppliers day and I was given the opportunity to, let me switch the lighting a little bit higher. There, better. And I was given the opportunity to be one of the exhibitors, and I've been going to that show for years. When I tell you for years, I mean for years and years and years. And as an exhibitor, because that's where you get your ingredients, that's where you source your ingredients. If you guys are, developing any kind of product for anything under the sun. So I was given this opportunity. I was like, oh my God, absolutely, I want to do it. And it was wonderful. It was so well organized, and they even had People's Choice Award. People were voting for, your favorite indie brand. It was really, really nice. So I've met so many beautiful influencers. I've met the media. I've met people from PR. I've met all of you guys. A lot of you were there. People I've never met in my life were there. It was so wonderful. I just felt so loved, and it was just wonderful. So I'm like flying high, and this week we're not stopping. I'm bringing, hello Maya, I'm actually bringing some goodie bags for a lucky few this Wednesday. So definitely come join us for the networking event, and you're gonna have a little bit of NLA with you to take home. So I'm super excited about that. So a lot of things are happening. I'm having a few collaborations, a few, digital courses that I'm recording with someone. So there's a lot going on, and I'm just flying high. And you know what? I'll tell you more. There's a song that's out. If you want to do something, then just do it. It's just so inspiring to me. I think it's by Kat, and I just keep replaying it in my mind, and it's really inspiring to me. So if you guys want to get somewhere, if you want to achieve something, no matter the obstacles, no matter how many kids you have, how many obligations you have, carve out a time and do your best to kind of hit those goals. Yes, it's going to be sometimes difficult, sometimes it's going to be, you know, stressful, sometimes it's going to feel like it's all the time. But at the end of the day, you're gonna start feeling those accomplishments, and they're gonna feel so incredibly good. You're gonna be like patting yourself on the back. Ah, good job, you know? So definitely keep doing it. Post what song it is. Need some inspiration, girl. You need to call me. We need to talk, and I absolutely will. I think it's on one of my reels from the show. Definitely listen to that one. I think it's by Kat. I forgot her last name, or for the second one. Anyways. So that was that, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more in between, but I want to get to today's topic because I think it's super important. A lot of people confuse neutral makeup and natural makeup. Neutral makeup, and I'm going to demonstrate, is basically using the neutral colors, okay? So you're using your browns, you're using your taupes, you're using your pastels, like very neutral tones, your nude colors, right? You can use a little pink like on your lips, it's fine, but like bronzy, like very neutral tones. So you're not using any reds, you're not using any hot pinks, you're not using any fuchsias, you're not using any blues or greens or purples, you're not using any of them. That's neutral. Natural makeup is just my 5-minute technique makeup, like the one that I'm known for, right? My 5-minute makeup, which I'm gonna again demonstrate to you. But that's the big difference between them, and I'm gonna put one on one side, one on the other side. I'm not wearing anything. I actually didn't really sleep last night because my daughters are teething. Okay, mommy's in the room. Please let me know that you're with me on this one. But they are teething away for the past couple of months, and it's been just a trip. So God bless them. We got them the teething drops, this homeopathic by Boiron. It's a great company. If you guys have babies that are teething, Boiron Camellia drops are the best. They're totally homeopathic, natural. You guys know I'm all about it. So we're giving it to them, and it's just been a roller coaster. So when you see me like this, that's because I haven't slept in forever. So now let's get to it. So this side I'm gonna do neutral makeup, this side I'm gonna do natural makeup. Okay, so my left one will be natural makeup. So the base is the same for both. So I'm just gonna apply my my primer. Primer is clear, and I'm gonna go and apply it on both sides. By the way, this brush I neglected, and I am obsessed with it, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. It comes in 3 sizes, and it's super dense. I mean, it gives you such a flawless finish. There's my beautiful mirror here. It gives you such a beautiful flawless finish. You're gonna be obsessed with it. Obsessed. Like, it's just so good. And you know when it's actually authentic or not. When you bend it, it doesn't break, it just bends. That's the difference. A lot of copies of this brush, they will break. This one is fantastic. The bristles are vegan, and they are so soft. I mean, wow. It glides onto your face. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side because I really want those pores to be evened out, the porosity of my skin all filled in nicely. Later on, I'm gonna have some time. You guys, self-care is very important. I don't care what you do in your life. I don't care how busy you are. You have to take care of your skin. You have to take care of your face, your pores, your body. You have to. I understand that everybody's busy, but you know what? There's a difference between busy and productive. If you're busy just for busy's sake, like you're just doing a million things, but you're not getting anywhere, that's just being busy, okay? Productive is when you're getting things done. So you are working, and then you're stopping, and then you are being very niched. Like for example, at 12 o'clock every Monday, I go live, right? That's being productive. I'm not running around and doing random lives when I have time. You know, today I did it on a Monday, tomorrow I'm doing it on a Tuesday night, then I did it on a Saturday night. I don't do that. And I have a full house. I have 6 kids, I have a husband, I have other obligations, I'm in the middle of a few different projects. So you have to have a schedule, and you have to make sure that people respect your schedule. If you're not gonna do that, you're going to suffer, and your company is going to suffer. Today I'm gonna mix Porcelain liquid foundation with the nude, and I'm just doing it in the back of the brush, and I'm literally just mixing it on there. I got a tan, not artificial, it's just natural tan. I tan a lot, like I really tan well. I'm kind of like in between. So I'm going to look at this. It just blends beautifully. And this formula is insane. I mean, look, I'm like literally erasing all of the tiredness. Like I had a full night's sleep, which would be amazing someday. Hey Danila, welcome. As you can see, it's like, it's not human. Like what this foundation does is so stunning. Look at this. Look at the difference. It's like I just erased my sleepless nights. It's so beautiful. It blends so well into the skin. It's also very hydrating. For the small areas, like in here, I go in with a smaller brush just to make sure I get everywhere, right? Because this one is gonna apply it onto the whole face. Or you can use this little one. I'm gonna use this one. Like, so these are two the same. They come in 3 sizes. I don't think I have the 3rd size here with me. I think it's in my other office. But they come in 3 sizes. This is the largest for the full face. This one is the smallest, and there's one in between, right? So you have a small, medium, and large. It's called magic wand. I call it a magic wand. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm just putting nude, and then I'm putting porcelain on top of it, like this. So a little bit more nude, a little bit less porcelain. I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference in color. Porcelain is way cooler than the nude. The nude is a little bit more warmer. And all I do is just, I don't overcomplicate makeup. Like, makeup is makeup, whatever. You know, I just do it however it will make it faster and will work. So as you can see, it's the perfect match. I don't usually do that. I use Bisque normally. But today I felt like I want to show you how this formula is customizable, right? So let's say you can't find a shade that's like literally your face, which is, I don't know how that's possible because these really nicely adjust to your skin tone so well. But if you really can't, then you can mix them and turn it into the perfect mix of whatever undertones you need and the color. It's really, really fantastic. And this little one, my 4-in-1 brush, I'm just gonna go inside here because it's really tiny areas. Oh yeah, I told you I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna show you. It's so beautiful, and it goes into little like areas where you need it. I'm gonna grab a little more and just go. Now if you need a little bit more coverage, you will have to get either more foundation right on top of it because it is buildable, or you can do concealer. I'm not gonna do concealer because I don't feel like I need it. I think this is plenty. I love this coverage. I mean, like, can you imagine how good it covered all of my sleepless nights? Girl, this is something else. Look at this. It's stunning. So the base for both is the same. It's identical, right? So the same exact thing. Oh, hi, you're on both. Beautiful. So that's it. That's your base. Now we're gonna start with the natural versus the neutral. This side is gonna be the neutral. Remember, my right side is gonna be the neutral. My left side is gonna be the natural. With the natural makeup, it's really, really cut clean. So what you're gonna be doing is just your mascara, because it just literally enhances what you already have. It just enhances it. So you got lashes, you're going to apply your mascara onto your lashes, like from the root, just to give it a little, you know. You can also use lash curler, which is amazing if you have short lashes. It's really, really fantastic. But the whole point is that it looks natural. It just looks like a enhanced look for you, right? So meaning, like, you don't have any really shadow. You could put it on, but it's really not a natural look. Natural look is really just a couple of things, like literally my 5-minute makeup. And I'm applying a few coats so you could see the difference between my eyes, for you guys on Facebook, for you guys on Instagram. Let me see if I can make it closer. Yes, you see? Versus this. So let me move away a little bit. Okay, so you guys could see how when you're applying a few coats, how beautifully it accentuates, curls, and volumizes, is that even a word? Your lashes. Like, that's your natural look for your lashes. And then you do the same thing on the bottom. See? You do the same thing on the bottom. Hey, Got Molly. Hey, Sweet Dreams and White Cakes. Welcome. You see this? This is the difference. Okay, I'm not gonna put it on here yet because I'm gonna be doing neutral makeup here. We're talking about natural versus neutral makeup. So this is gonna be the natural, this is gonna be the neutral. It's a big, big topic right now, and I see it all over social media. I'm like, okay, let me do this right now because a lot of people are asking to do natural makeup, but then when you do natural makeup, they're like, oh, that's not what I meant. I meant like all these natural tones. So that's the difference between the natural and the neutral. Okay, and then over here, you are just going to apply your blush. So let's apply a little bit of blush, right? What I've also been actually obsessing with is this brush right here. This is a 200 brush. It's so amazing and fluffy. Look at this. It's like stunning. You see this? It's more like you're enhancing your features. That's the natural look. And then you're going to apply like just a natural tone lipstick or a lip gloss. So I'm gonna apply it on this side, half of it. You see that? So this is your natural makeup, natural. There are no greens, no blues, no nothing. It just, not even an eyeshadow, really. It's just your face enhanced. So there's a primer and foundation, which is your color of the skin. Hey, Ella, Permanent Makeup. Hey, Joey Lynn. Jolyn, sorry if I mispronounce it. Literally just 4 products I use, that's it. You can use the primer, you don't have to use the primer. I think primer is super important, especially when you're using skincare. I really should do a whole thing on just the primer, because if you're doing skincare, and for those of you estheticians, cosmetologists that are in skincare, you're gonna really appreciate it. Primer will protect all of that skincare that you just applied, right? It's not gonna mix with your makeup. It's really just going to create that invisible barrier between the two. So this is your natural makeup. Now let's do neutral makeup. So for you guys that are just joining, we're doing the difference between natural and neutral makeup. So this is your natural look. Now let's go here. Over here I already applied just now in front of you just the primer and the foundation. Now let's go into the neutral colors. Now neutral colors, you could do a full glam with the neutral makeup, a full glam with eyeshadows and eyeliners and brow and everything, as long as it's all neutral tones, like earth tones, right? You can do pastels, but it's more of like neutral. A lot of brides do neutral makeup, right? We don't really see brides with like bold eyes. It's very rare. Mostly it's very pastel pinks, very soft pinks, baby pinks. Nude is like huge nude color lip, meaning like the color of your lip, but like more of like neutralized, not really a color, just kind of like enhancement. Also, so I'm going to be starting with my brows on this side. I'm going to be using a deep taupe. This is the color that I use. Even though I have black eyebrows, I don't use black color on my brows because it looks too harsh. And the taupe, it gives me just enough coverage so it's not too harsh. You see that? And I'm gonna brush it up. Like the very, very like simple and non-screaming. See that? That's one. Put it away. And I love this color. This shade goes great with such a huge variety of skin colors, skin tones, undertones. It's very neutral color. Can be used for really anyone, except for when you're super blonde, like really light, and you want it to stay that way, then you use my soft taupe. That one would be your thing. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my face with, where's my setting? Here it is. With my Prep and Set setting powder. I'm gonna use brush 200 on this area. And the reason why I'm doing it is, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna be applying some contouring. So right now I'm doing my neutral makeup. As you can see, I'm not setting my makeup everywhere, just really where I'm going to apply a powder product right now. Let me move this away. I don't need this, I don't need this. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using my bronzer in color Endless Summer. I love this shade for me. It's a little bit more on a neutral side. If you are super light, you might want to use the other one, my like with more yellow undertones. So I'm gonna just gently, you see what I'm doing? Just gently with 200 brush. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with this brush. I'm just kind of sculpting my face. You see how it's kind of sculpted? Very soft brush, like obsessed with this brush. You have to have this brush as part of your makeup tools. So I always watch different celebrity makeup artists, and I'm always like, oh, this is interesting and this is interesting. And so I was watching Jennifer Lopez, and she was talking about contouring, and she spoke about contouring this area, like the, you know how you have like the double chin when you lean back, or maybe not lean back, you just have it naturally, how to remove it. And so she was talking about it like it's a bulb, like a light bulb. So what you do is this area you want to completely darken, totally darken, like completely. It's like a light bulb, she said. You see? And then you look literally snatched. Like, it's so pretty. It's not normal. Look at that. Like, I literally erased this area completely. You see that? It created this shadow underneath that doesn't even show my double chin. Not that I have a double chin, you know what I mean? And like this area also, you just put that shadow there. Like this. And you're like sculpting your whole face. Of course, I like doing it over here, a little bit on my... But if you have a smaller forehead, I don't suggest going up so high. I mean, look at this. It's like you're kind of warming up this complexion. This one I left alone for the natural look, because that's like literally your face. This one you can sculpt a little bit more. So when you're setting this area, before you're applying your bronzer, meaning if it's a powder bronzer, you want to set the area, and then no matter what you're going to apply on top of it, even if you're going to be using a sponge and just kind of like push this product in, it just looks flawless. I mean, it just looks beautiful. It doesn't look like mud, right? It's stunning. Even if you came like super close, and I'm not using any filter because I want you to see the texture on my skin. Hey 3D 4D Studio. You will see that that's actually like the perfect combination of product. Now for my eyes, I'm gonna be using neutral tone. So I'm gonna be using Iced Mocha, which is my pressed powder. I really like this shade. Let me swatch it for you here. It's a very neutral shade. You see this shade over here? Very nice shade. So I'm gonna go in with my 72 brush. I'm gonna remove the excess and just go here on top. Back and forth, back and forth. Create that beautiful base. You see? And I'm gonna go a little bit higher with it, above the crease. For those of you that don't have a steady hand, please utilize my pinky technique and it'll give you a nice support. Like this. Then I'm gonna grab a much smaller brush. Let me see where my tiny brush is at. I'm gonna use this one. This one is 018. It's a very, very tiny brush. And I'm gonna dip this in, go underneath here with the same color. All I'm doing is just creating a bit of that shadow. You see? Like this versus nothing on it. Right? So very, very neutral. And then what I like to do is I like to grab my liner. Hold on a second. Just extend it a little bit. Just a tad. But you can do a lot with it. The neutral makeup can be a total full glam. You can put lashes, you can put you see how I'm extending that in? Look at that. You see this? I'm extending it. Also, a really great trick to know, if you don't have a lot in this area, right? If let's say it's like that, you can extend it only here and in here. You don't even have to line the center at all. You can just put your like false lashes there, whatever. But you don't even have to. Most of the time I don't even go there. And if you're gonna look at the trends right now, you're gonna see that a lot of people are literally doing that. You see? Very nice and clean. Now I'm gonna go very faintly into the lash line. Very faintly. Like that. Like a very sultry look. I love this look. Of course, you can apply your mascara. So this is not a natural look, it's a neutral look, meaning I use the neutral tones to create this look. So when you're telling a makeup artist, I want it to look natural, and you get this makeup, right? And then what you really meant was this makeup, don't be surprised. It's what you said that counts. Look at this. Do you see the difference between natural makeup and neutral makeup? Neutral makeup is just using whatever you want, meaning any kind of glam, from glam to not glam to basic, but it's just neutral tones. You can use browns, you can use whatever, but it has to be neutral. Nudes. Okay. And then for the lipstick, I'm gonna use more of a nude. You see? And this one is a gloss. Now, when it comes to your blush, you can do something soft, or you don't have to do it at all. So I'm gonna apply right here. You see how I'm doing just a tad of that pressed blush, and on top of this you can do a little bit of your highlighter. See this? A bit of a highlighter. I also like to put a highlighter, not too much, but right here over the brow bone. Over the Cupid's bow. And of course, the center. You can always add a little bit more of the bronzer if you want. Natural makeup, neutral makeup. You see the difference? That's the difference. It's a really, really huge difference in my opinion, because this one looks like you can go to a wedding like this, you can go to a party like this, you can go to an event like this. This is more like a work related. I mean, you can go wherever you want with it, but this one is more like a quick, you know, work mommy makeup, like out the door makeup, like really, really fast. Doesn't take so much time, and takes 5 minutes. Okay, so this is your difference between the natural makeup and the neutral makeup. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and also let me know what you guys think about it, and would you wear this neutral and or natural makeup? Which one is your favorite? Which one do you wear the most? Was this a surprise to you that there's actually a difference between a natural and a neutral makeup? I'm obsessed with both, honestly. I use this one most of the time, but I do love the liner. So I'm an eyeliner and a lip gloss girl. Like, I will get out of the house with an eyeliner on. I feel like it just opens up my round, like, you see how I've elongated my eye? And this one is more is a round eye. I have round eyes. So for this one, I feel like it's kind of aging me, like this side is aging me a little bit, and this one is like snatched. You see? Let me make it close so you guys could really see my face. No filter, texture, whatever. This is how it looks. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me go back a little bit. There you go. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something. I hope this was entertaining. Next week, we're going to be doing something more fun and entertaining. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to give you pointers. Miss Anastasia, wow, I always thought the two were the same. Yes, you know how many people thought that? And I always browse through YouTube or Instagram, and I'm just like scrolling through it. I'm thinking, what can I bring to my viewers? What can I give my Annalie family? You know, something interesting, something more kind of like that they could relate to, right? Because a lot of things my team, my Annalie family just doesn't relate to. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, you know what? I never really thought about, but it's true. They're so different. And most of the time when you go to makeup artist and you say, I just want to look natural, makeup artist is assuming, okay, no problem. And then you get up and you're like, did you even do my makeup? Like, what is this? You just literally enhanced what I already had. I want something like this, but this is in neutral tones. It's neutral makeup, so it's still glamorous. It's still very pretty. It's still like you can go to a red carpet, like you can put a little bit more there, but you can do red carpet, like you can do a lot of things with this one. All it's using is just neutral tones. So it's super important to be vocal and to be very specific when it comes to certain looks. That's why a lot of times makeup artists, I'll ask you to send them some pictures for inspiration, because even when I used to do makeup for others years ago, and I don't do it anymore, I would ask, give me some pictures for inspiration, because I know for sure we're talking different languages. Like, I know these things from my professional view, and they think that it means the same thing. So, yeah, now you know. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you next Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Bye, my beauties.